The Dinos play tonight. We're on the road. We're at Cedar City, Utah, on the campus of Canyon View High School. Carbon Dino boys basketball tonight. They battle Canyon View. Carbon comes in tonight 3-11. Canyon View comes in 11-3. In region play, Canyon View 4-1. The Dinos 0-5. Welcome again, everybody, to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show in the Sutherland's broadcast booth. I'm Sonny Buscarini, and joining me tonight, once again, Aiden Mortensen. Aiden, on the road tonight against a very good Canyon View team. We'll talk about the RPI rankings here in a minute. They sit number 3. This team is playing well, 11-3, 4-1 in region play, and they have a couple of kids that are scoring high averages per game.
Yeah, and you look at their composition of this team, Sonny. We travel around the Region 12 all the time, and a lot of it is you see a lot of younger teams. Canyon View is the complete opposite of that. They are filled with senior leadership, totally filled with lots of seniors, about 6 of them on the roster that we counted beforehand. Almost all of them playing major minutes for this squad. Compare that to Carbon. We're seeing a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors getting involved in the action. So this is a battle of experience against the youth tonight.
Well, you have Sanders averaging 19 points a game, and you have Teague averaging 18 points a game.
Yeah, Attig is just an incredible scorer, 18 points per game. He also contributes on other ways. He's got averaging about 4 rebounds a game and 2.5 assists. And then, like you said, Phelps Sanders leads the team with 19.5 points per game and nearly 4 rebounds. So he's doing that duo is doing the work. Those two were out a majority of last season for the Falcons. They went down early in the season due to injury. Leading scorers in the team last year, even before those injuries, and that kind of led Canyon View into a downward tumble. Now they're back and they're playing some very high-paced, high-intensity basketball.
So the Carbon Dinos and the Canyon View Falcons tonight here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. Let's take a look at the RPI rankings in the 3A competition. We'll just work our way up, and you go ahead and make comments as we move up the ladder here, Aiden. Starting with 18, Summit Academy.
Yeah, Summit Academy, it's one of those real surprising stories, Sonny. We looked at it, and before the game we were talking, and that's a team who historically has been dominant in basketball, so seeing them at the bottom of the RPI is a bit shocking.
Number 17 is Providence Hall.
That one's more par for the course. You're going to see a lot of those Region 14 teams. That's a lot of those private academies. With the exception of Judge Memorial, that's a relatively weak region.
16 comes the Carbon Dinos.
And Carbon, we talked about it earlier, they're facing a lot of injuries this season. The injury bug has bit them, and it's definitely taken a toll. So this season is going to be a little rough by all means. But you got to consider that this development of the younger players who are getting a lot of varsity time when otherwise they might not have is going to be good for the program in a few years.
15 sits Manti, and we talked about Manti when we played them the other night. They're going to move up in the RPI rankings, I feel, as the season goes along.
Oh, absolutely. Coach Shakespeare there does an excellent job. He's going to keep moving them on up. They're going to keep adapting and overcoming despite the amount of injuries that they too are suffering. That's the thing that separates the bottom from the top in the 3A classification is the amount of injuries suffered by a lot of these teams like Carbon and Manti. So you're just seeing the injury bug in full effect this year.
14 sits Ben Lomond.
Yeah, that one's about where you'd expect Ben Lomond to fall historically. Hasn't been the most dominant basketball program, but they're far from the worst.
13 North St. Pete.
And we're going to be seeing them in a few weeks in region play, so that'll be a fun matchup.
Number 12, American Heritage.
American Heritage, one of the newer 3A schools, came up last time they reclassified everyone, so they're having some time to readjust to the higher pace and higher level of basketball.
Number 11 sits Grantsville.
And Grantsville, another one of those shockers, historically been a very dominant program across all sports, basketball especially. And right now, they're just not having the best season by their standards.
The top 10 in the RPI in 3A starts with Union at number 10.
And Union, we saw them game one. They looked like they were going to be a team who was going to kind of come out and surprise some people this year. They have a very good senior-led team, and it's shown right there with that number 10 ranking.
Number 9 sits Emory.
And Emory, we saw them just a few nights ago. When that team can find their shot from beyond the arc, or especially just anywhere on the field, they are near impossible to stop.
Number 8, Ogden.
Ogden, again, another one of those surprising stories from earlier this season. They've come out, they put together a very solid football season. Now they're carrying that over to the basketball court.
7 sits Delta.
Delta, there's a lot of surprises in 3A, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yes.
Delta, no one expected to come in and make as much noise as they have. If I remember right, Sonny, I think they were expected to finish 6th or 7th within Region 12 place.
Right.
So them being that high up is a testament to how well they're doing this year.
6th, Judge Memorial.
Judge Memorial, reigning state champions. You'd honestly expect them to be a little higher with how many returners they have on that squad, but they played a very tough preseason gauntlet.
Number 5 is South Summit.
South Summit, another Dino opponent we saw, have one of the leading scorers in the state, and it shows that they have that kind of leadership going for them, and they're going to just keep on trucking throughout the season.
Now, these next 4, these are going to be schools that we hear a lot of at Carbon. Number 4 is Richfield.
Yep, familiar region opponent, played them once at their place. They're going to be coming down to the Dino Den in a few weeks.
Number 3, the team we play tonight, Canyon View.
Yeah, and they're good. We talked about it, 16 years on this team, really veteran-led, great coaching. This is going to be kind of an all-or-nothing run for the Falcons, though, especially with the composition being mainly consisting of those upperclassmen. They have to make something happen this year, or else it's going to be a downturn for the next few.
Number 2 is Morgan.
That's a team we're actually not playing this year. You know,
Right.
Normally we're used to seeing 1 through 10 on the schedule.
Yep.
This year, Morgan not included on that, but they are one of the favorites to chase that state title this year.
The number 1 team in 3A right now in the boys classification, it is Juab.
And Juab, we watched them, but, you know, RPI, it doesn't take into account head-to-head matchups or the amount you lose by, because just a few nights ago they lost to the Richfield Wildcats, if I remember right, by about 14. Yeah. So, really, the RPI can shake and shift so many different ways. But those top 5 teams, we've seen most of them, and a lot of them are from this region.
Absolutely. We're about 20 minutes away from tip-off. You're listening to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Carbon Dino basketball here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. This is the place to be for Carbon Dino sports. It's the Dinos tonight on the road in Cedar City against Canyon View. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have an interview that we did with Coach Brower after the game on Wednesday.
And we will. He'll be able to kind of pinpoint what went wrong in that Emory game, and then that'll hopefully lay out the blueprint for what they want to avoid tonight and what they're going to want to keep on keeping on into the rest of the season.
So we'll take a break. When we come back, more right here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
You gonna fix that?
Fix what?
That dripping faucet?
Someday.
No, how about today? Not only is it driving me crazy, but it's wasting water, costing us money, and could turn into dry rot and other damage.
Guess we better get to Magnuson Lumber and Hardware.
Now you're talking.
Magnuson Lumber features almost 1,000 feet of plumbing accessories and supplies you need to fix your leaking faucets and pipes. Stop in today. Main Street, Castledale. Magnuson Lumber and Hardware. Family owned since 1965.
This is Dave
and Ryan
from Dave and Ryan's Movie Review.
Experience movies the way God intended them to be seen.
On the big screen. At the King Cole Theaters.
And action.
Whether it's stunning action,
heart-stopping horror,
tender romance,
gut-busting comedy,
or wholesome family flicks,
movies are always better on the big screen.
Connect on Facebook for instant access to showtimes and the latest blockbusters.
With showing 7 nights a week and matinees on weekends, you can immerse yourself in the magic of movies at the King Cole Theaters.
It's time you started working close to home. GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance is looking for experienced miners, mechanics, electricians, and surveyors to fill local jobs. Stop traveling every week and let GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance find you a job closer to home and your family. No more leaving your family every week traveling to a work site. There are good paying jobs right here close to home, and GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance can help you get started today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. Your new job close to home is waiting for you.
You've been accused of doing something illegal and charged a foul. It's time to run the court in a game of legal matters. Let Oliver Law jump through the hoops. Robert Oliver believes in innocent until proven guilty. Oliver Law brings you a slam dunk defense for the best possible outcome for your criminal case. And when it's time to go to the foul line, Robert Oliver doesn't miss a shot. Call 435-637-6060 or go to robertoliverlegal.com to request a free consultation. Robert Oliver, passionate about defending the underdog.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, cold beer, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Joining us in the booth, the head coach of the Carbon Dinos, Coach Brower. Thank you, Coach, for coming up and spending some time with us.
No problem, anytime.
Good game tonight, 62-43. You guys really started out well in the first quarter. It was a 9-9 game. Good defense. You guys were eliminating the turnovers. You had to be pleased with the way the first quarter went.
Yeah, first quarter and the first half, I thought we played hard. They fought hard. I don't know what to say. They just played hard. And it was a good first half.
Yeah, at halftime it was 20-19, only down 1 point, and Emory only scoring 20 points. It was one of those games where it was hard to put the ball in the basket. I think both teams were playing good defense, but like we said on the turnover situation at the halftime, we had 6 turnovers at half.
Yeah,
is what I have you down for.
Yeah, we played really good ball. We made some good decisions, made some good passes. They did slow us down. They slowed us down. We wanted to run a lot tonight, and they did slow us down, but that's something that we'll work on. But, yeah, we fought hard. Sonny, we couldn't shoot tonight, man. We went 2 for 20.
You had some open looks.
We did,
yeah.
And Cannon Mortensen, he's good for at least 3 or 4, and he only made 1 tonight. So, and that's what I told the kids I had in the locker room after the game. I was like, guys, this comes down to one thing and one thing only, is we just didn't shoot the ball. We out-rebounded them. We had more assists. We played a good game. We just didn't shoot.
You talked about them slowing you down, but I thought when your offense was in a slower pace than usual, I thought they handled it well.
Yeah, they did handle it well. We worked on that yesterday a lot. We worked on it for about 45 minutes. We worked hard. We just got to keep working, and that's what I tell kids. I said, we haven't peaked yet. We haven't played our best basketball yet. We just got to keep working. And I said, we'll let this one hurt, but we got Canyon View on Friday, so we've got to move on. And
another tough one on Friday.
Another tough one, and that one's on the road, and I hate going to Cedar.
We'll talk about the third quarter, Coach. 25-14, they outscored you in the third quarter. What did you think the difference was in that third quarter where they outscored you there?
They started shooting.
They started making shots.
Because they were not shooting very well either. And so I was like, you know what? If one of us has got to start heating up. One of us has got to start shooting. We're both shooters. Both of our teams can shoot the ball well. And so one of us has got to start heating up. I was really hoping it was going to be us, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, Wes Johansson had 17 points, 12 of them in the second half for Emory. He had a good second half in the paint, didn't he?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to lie. He's one-dimensional. He goes with his right hand every time. And I told guys all week, look, he only goes right. You got to guard that left shoulder. And unfortunately, we didn't do our job, and we didn't force him left. He does not want to go left at all, and kids just need to understand that.
So taking a look at the Dinos, Maxwell Carlson had 10 points tonight. I thought he played great.
Oh, he played amazing tonight. He fought hard. He rebounded well. I'm glad we have Max, that's for sure.
He really found something on the lower block there on the baseline. Seemed like he had that shot for most of the night.
That's his shot. He's actually pretty good at that. In practice, he hits it consistently, and so I wasn't really too worried about him missing those shots. He played really well tonight.
Cannon Mortensen had 11 tonight. Carter Warburton had 4, but I really liked the energy that Carter played with tonight. He had a couple of really good passes. The one pass was probably the best pass I've seen all season, honestly.
Yeah, it was a great pass. That was a thread-the-needle pass for sure. I appreciate that. He's playing hard. He's playing more loose. But, he's playing well.
Yeah, you think the whole team's playing more loose now. I kind of see that.
I think so. I'm really looking forward to the second half of the season because now there's not any like question marks. Like kids know who we're playing, they know how they play. They played them once, and so that fear, that unseated fear that sometimes kids have of other teams because we never played them before for the season kind of goes away. And so I'm hoping the second half of this season goes better.
So Canyon View on Friday night. What's your guys' plan to play a Canyon View team? That's very good.
Canyon View is well coached and they play very well. We're gonna have to just come up with our own game plan and just I don't know. It's gonna be. I'm hoping it's a dogfight. I'm really hoping it's not a blowout. But I mean, they're well coached. If we fight like we did tonight and shoot better, I think we'll be just fine.
What do you do, Coach, with the road trips that are 3.5-hour road trips? Do you guys do anything different, or do you just? Is it just a normal game?
We'll stop in Richfield for like 30, 45 minutes and get some lunch, and then we'll head down there and play. You know, coming from Wyoming, my closest trip was an hour and a half, and my longest one was 9.
Right.
So I'm used to long road trips, but these kids, it's hard to play on the road, and it's hard to ride on a bus for that long and try to get some energy and try to get something going. So hopefully we figure it out.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming up and spending some time with me. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Great game. Oh, by the way, the crowd tonight wasn't it awesome?
The crowd was awesome.
Let's talk about them for a second.
I love rivalry games just for that reason. Like I some of my fondest memories are definitely rivalry games, and so I appreciate those, and I appreciate the environment.
Yeah, the people came out. There was standing room only. There was no place.
We all knew that was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen, and we love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
We will see you on Friday night.
Perfect.
All right.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Brace yourself for the holiday season, where kids are prone to exceed their daily sugar intake by a whopping 544%. Nip those dental issues in the bud with Price Pediatric Dental. Our experts, Dr. Bott, Dr. Lund, and Dr. Markham, excel in pediatric dentistry. They can identify potential problems promptly. At Price Pediatric Dental, they adore children, and with a continuous practice, they've mastered delivering dental care that's gentle yet effective. Call 637-9590 and schedule your child's appointment today at Price Pediatric Dental.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Feel the force of the Ram heavy-duty truck, the power horse beast that thrills with its performance. Hi, this is Thad. Imagine saving up to $15,000 off the original MSRP. Auto Farm has 15 at the ready and waiting for a test drive, including 5 hard-to-find dualies, exceptional strength, unprecedented durability, and might that echoes in every gear shift. Demand the best from your heavy-duty jobs. Demand a Ram heavy-duty from Auto Farm. Because with Ram, it's just not driving. It's just not a lifestyle. Don't just imagine. Come in and test drive away today.
Hi, this is Tim Frame, manager at Cache Valley Bank. Are you getting ready to tackle some spring projects, or are you already making summer plans? Now is a good time to stop in and see how Cache Valley Bank can assist you. With a great team of friendly, knowledgeable bankers, we can provide you with the financial tools needed to help you succeed. We are dedicated to providing you with the personalized attention you deserve. Come visit us at 82 West Main Street in Price and let us show you what opening an account with Cache Valley Bank can do for you.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Carbon Dino Basketball, 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play. Carbon and Canyon View tonight. Canyon View comes in ranked number 3 in the RPI rankings. The Dinos come in at 16. The starting 5 for the Carbon Dinos tonight, Aiden, will be Maxwell Carlson, the senior, averaging 2.9 points per game, 3.6 points per game.
And he gets a start in the paint for the Dinos. He had a nice showing against Emory, and he's looking to continue that into tonight's contest.
Number 4, senior guard Evan Lancaster, averaging 7.3 points per game. Also, 3.1 boards as well.
I think one of the best words to use to describe Evan is consistent. He is a picture of consistency. You know he's going to be good for about 8 points a night and 4 rebounds. He really excels at what he does. He knows his role, and he knows it well.
Junior guard / forward wearing number 10 tonight, Carter Warburton, averaging 7.8 points per game, 3.1 rebounds per game.
And Carter's the energy guy and the glue guy on the court. In the starting lineup, he really gets the offensive and defensive spark going for him. I mean, he distributes the ball well, he scores the ball well, and he runs the court probably better than most players you see at the high school level. The kid has a nonstop motor, and that plays to the Dinos' benefit.
And it will be Cannon Mortensen, the senior forward wearing number 33, averaging 12 points per game and 5 rebounds.
And Cannon stepped into the leadership role on this young squad. He really provides the veteran leadership that the Dinos need right now, and he does it in stellar fashion, especially on the offensive end, pulling down on the offensive glass and scoring at will.
And number 34, the junior center / forward, averaging 6.9 points per game, 5 rebounds, Ty Mortensen.
And Ty takes a lot after Cannon in that regard. I mean, both of them play very similar styles of basketball, and they both play it well. Ty just a little bit younger, has a little more time to develop into what he wants to become.
That's the starting 5 for the Dinos. When we come back, we'll have the starting 5 for the Canyon View Falcons on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
How well do algorithms answer your questions?
Your specific query will be addressed with a pre-written, standardized reply.
When you need help with life's important decisions like life insurance, home and auto coverage, and even retirement planning, rely on relationships, not robots. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In the Castle Country, call your local Farm Bureau agent, Jill Jensen, at 637-8400 for a free quote today.
Hi, Bill Hicks here, owner of Farlano's Cafe. Are you looking to host your holiday party? Whether it's an intimate gathering or a big celebration, we've got everything you need. We offer catering services to bring the feast straight to you. Or reserve a table with us. We can accommodate small groups or larger ones. Want the whole place for yourself? Book Farlano's for a private party on Monday or Tuesday nights. Call us at 637-9217 to reserve today. Let's make your holiday season unforgettable.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak, KRPX 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play Carbon Dino Basketball tonight on a Friday night in Cedar City against the Canyon View Falcons. Starting 5 for Canyon View tonight will be number 1, the senior point guard, Atig He is averaging 18 points a game.
Yeah, and Ty Attic, the second leading scorer on the team. He does an excellent job on the off-ball position. He plays a lot of off-ball basketball you'll see in the course of this game. And that leads to your next player, Phelps Sanders, Sonny.
Yep, he's averaging 19 points a game as well. He plays almost every position on the floor, actually. He's small forward, shooting guard, point guard. Averaging 19 points per game and 3.9 rebounds.
Yeah, underneath his position, they have a little infinity symbol, and now that makes sense. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. Jackson Beeler, number 5, the junior, will start, along with Ethan Hollows, the senior, wearing number 10. And Jeter Sanders, the sophomore, averaging 7 points per game, wears number 22. You got a sophomore averaging 7 points per game. That's a positive.
Yeah, and that's the lone underclassman really playing major minutes for this squad. So seeing him scoring 7 points per game in an already stacked roster, that's really reassuring for Canyon View because they are losing a lot of talent after this season.
So between Attic and Sanders, that's 37 points. So the defensive side for the Carbon Dinos, they have to slow them down a bit.
Yeah, they have to slow them down, but then we've seen this problem before, Sonny. They'll stop the two best players on the court, and then they'll let the third guy go off. We've seen that time and time again, so they're also going to need to keep an eye on Jeter Sanders.
So we're about 3 minutes away from tip-off. You have been listening to the Landon Diesel Service pregame show. You have the starting 5 for both teams, and when we come back, it will be tip-off time. Carbon Dino basketball, 95-3 the Peak, where the Dinos play Carbon and Canyon View tonight.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Feel the force of the Ram heavy-duty truck, the power horse beast that thrills with its performance. Hi, this is Thad. Imagine saving up to $15,000 off the original MSRP. Auto Farm has 15 at the ready and waiting for a test drive, including 5 hard-to-find dualies, exceptional strength, unprecedented durability, and might that echoes in every gear shift. Demand the best from your heavy-duty jobs. Demand a Ram heavy-duty from Auto Farm. Because with Ram, it's just not driving. It's just not a lifestyle. Don't just imagine. Come in and test drive away today.
Hi, this is Tim Frame, manager at Cache Valley Bank. Are you getting ready to tackle some spring projects, or are you already making summer plans? Now is a good time to stop in and see how Cache Valley Bank can assist you. With a great team of friendly, knowledgeable bankers, we can provide you with the financial tools needed to help you succeed. We are dedicated to providing you with the personalized attention you deserve. Come visit us at 82 West Main Street in Price, and let us show you what opening an account with Cache Valley Bank can do for you.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a 4-legged word.
Well, this is way beyond my skills.
Time to call Frank.
Honey, did you mean my dad, Steve?
No, Frank at Central Commission and Helper. Frank and his staff will give me the best advice and supplies I need. He's the father of good advice and better than you at this stuff.
No argument there.
Central Commission and Supply Company is a family-owned and local hardware and lumber store. Plumbing, paint, electrical, with better prices, better service, and better knowledge than the big box stores. Central Commission, North Main Street in Helper.
Clean Cut Roofing and Siding.
Do you sell lightsaber chopsticks?
No.
Bagpipes?
Definitely not.
Screaming goats?
What?
I thought you said you had something for everyone.
Yes, something for everyone that needs any type of new roof or siding.
Oh, so no cowbells?
No, we're roofing and siding experts, but maybe with more cowbell.
Since 2003, you get peace of mind every time with Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. CleanCutRoofingSiding.com. Discover peace of mind with Dawn's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents, ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Dawn's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
At Desert View Federal Credit Union, driving away in your dream car is as seamless as the open road. With personalized lending solutions and branches in Huntington and Farron, getting the financing for your new car, truck, or SUV is easy. Desert View Federal Credit Union can even finance RVs. Experience the credit union difference. Go talk to a loan officer today.
Membership and eligibility apply. Loans on approved credit. Member NCUA.
At Desert View, it's all about you.
You can have a healthy, beautiful smile at any age. Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Cowley, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. Treatment is a viable option for almost any adult. And like kids, adults can experience the self-assurance that comes with a confident smile, along with the benefits of improved oral health. Come in for a free consultation and see how Castle Valley Orthodontics can get you on your way to a beautiful smile. Affordable payment plans are available. Call 637-2222 for a free consultation today.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
Carbon High School basketball on KRPX 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back, Carbon Dino basketball. We're ready for the start of tonight's game between the Carbon Dinos, the Canyon View Falcons. Once again, starting tonight for the Carbon Dinos once again will be Carlson, Lancaster, Warburton, Cannon Mortensen, Ty Mortensen. That's the 5 on the floor tonight. For the Dinos, they wear their black uniforms with the blue numbers outlined in white.
Yeah, and they look very sharp down there. I know we disagree on that, Sonny. I love the black uniforms for the Dinos. Not the main school color, granted, but I think they look really sharp down there.
That's the starting 5 for the Carbon Dinos.
And we come here on to Canyon View on senior night, superhero night. You got a bunch of capes down there, a bunch of masks. Batman looks a little different, though. I don't remember him having a mullet.
Starting for Canyon View, number 1, the senior Ty Attic, averaging 18 points a game. Phelps Sanders, number 3, he is averaging 19 points a game as well. Jackson Beeler, Ethan Hollows, Jeter Sanders. That's the 5 on the floor for Canyon View, and we are ready for the start of tonight's game between Canyon View and our Carbon Dinos here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. Canyon View comes out in their white uniforms with the blue numbers. What do the Dinos need to do tonight to get off to a good start? I think it's huge that the Dinos keep this game close in quarter number 1.
Yeah, we've seen them play from behind far too long. We saw in the first half of Emory, they are capable of hanging with some of these top teams in the state. They just need to carry over that consistency. And it starts with pacing the ball, taking care of the ball. No careless turnovers. I know this team likes to run the ball. They like to run the court. But there comes a time and a place where you have to slow it down, break out your set offense. And when they did that against Emory, they were finding a lot of success. They were taking care of the ball, and they were getting points at the basket. If they're able to do that tonight, Sonny, I think they're going to be able to come away with a win.
Mortensen will jump against Beeler. The Dinos will go right to left on your radio dial, and we are ready for the start. Here in Cedar City, campus of Canyon View High School, Falcons and the Dinos on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. We wait for the referees to get this game started, and we are underway, and the tip is controlled by the Dinos.
That was a good jump by Mortensen.
Mortensen for three. Tie. Good! Cannon Mortensen from the left side hits the three right off the bat, and the Dinos have a 3-0 lead.
That was beautiful. You have to think that was a design play by Coach Brower, getting it right to Cannon, wide open. He pulls up with no fear.
Sanders swings it over to, goes out of bounds, and it will go back to the Dinos, so that's going to be a turnover for Canyon View.
Yeah, they try to get the ball to Attig in the paint. That's where he likes to score a bulk of his points. Steps out of bounds as Canyon View breaks out the full court press.
We'll say Attig's name a lot tonight. There's the ball on the ground, and a turnover by the Dinos, and we come the other way. Fast break for Canyon View. Dinos get back on defense. Carbon leading 3-0, just underway. 3-point shot from the left wing. Good.
Yeah, you said you were going to say his name a lot. Ty Attig delivers with a big three-pointer to tie this game back up.
3-3, full court pressure being applied. The Dinos break it over to Warburton on the right side, 3-point line. Now swings it outside to Cannon Mortensen. Lancaster for three, left side, no good, long. And the rebound, Canyon View. Fast break the other way, turnover. Dinos get in the passing lane, steal it, and we come back the other way.
That was a good job by Lancaster getting back on defense and making the right read on the ball and earning it right back for the Dinos.
Lancaster to Warburton, drives the baseline, bounce pass underneath to Ty Mortensen. Count it! Assist from Warburton. Ty with his first basket of the ball game, and the Dinos lead 5-3.
The Mortensen's doing the scoring. Warburton doing what he does best and passing the ball.
Sanders swings it over the right side, goes to Beeler, down low. Kick it back outside. 3-point shot from the same spot the last one went in. And it's no good this time by Sanders. And the rebound comes down to Canyon View underneath. Another offensive rebound and then a whistle and a foul. Hard-working Sanders, number 3. That's Phelps Sanders. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2 as he pulled down 3 quick offensive rebounds there.
And we talk about players earning their way to the free throw line. He really earned that one. He was putting in the work on the offensive glass, fighting over about 4 Carbon defenders down in the paint, pulling down the offensive glass, and he gets rewarded with the trip to the line.
Phelps Sanders' first free throw up and good. First free throw of the ball game. Dinos lead 5-4.
I like what the Dinos are doing right now, especially offensively. They're staying patient, they're moving the ball with a purpose, and they're taking smart shots.
Second free throw up and no good, but another offensive rebound blocked out of bounds by Ty Mortensen. They got the offensive rebound, but they'll have it on the inbounds line. Dinos have to box out on that play.
Sanders tries to come in on the putback, though. Ty Mortensen with a great read, great time, and swats that one into the third row.
And it comes in the paint. Shot up, point blank, won't go. Hollows with the miss, and the rebound Dinos. We come the other way, Warburton down the right side. Gives it over in the corner. 3-point shot, Dinos, good! The 3-point shot from Cannon Mortensen, his second of the ball game, and the Dinos up 8-4.
Is that Cannon or Steph Curry on the court, Sonny? I can't really tell right now.
2 assists for Warburton, both to Mortensen. 8-4 the score, Dinos with the lead, Falcons with the ball. Whistle and a foul on the Dinos up high. That'll be foul number 2 on the Carbon Dinos. Personal foul number 1 on Evan Lancaster. The Falcons will throw the ball in on the side. Dinos lead 8-4, 5:43 left first quarter. Cedar Sanders gives the ball over the right side, goes to Phelps Sanders. 3-point shot for Sanders, good. From the left side, almost the baseline. And Phelps Sanders has 4 points in the ballgame, 8-7. Dinos lead by 1. So far, lots of threes dropping early on in this game, Aiden.
They are. It looks like it's going to be a very offensive-heavy game between these two squads.
Warburton with the ball, goes around a screen. Now tip of the key. Hands it off to Cannon Mortensen. Guarded closely, swings it to Lancaster. 13 on the shot clock, knocked away in a turnover. Canyon View comes the other way. Turnover number 3 for the Dinos.
Defender just got a step ahead of Warburton there and tipped it away.
Attig kicks it outside. 3-point shot, good! This time from the left baseline. That is Sanders again, and he has a quick 7 points. It's 10-8 Falcons.
And you said we'd be saying both of them, him and Attig's name a lot tonight, and so far they've delivered on the action.
Turnaround shot from 10, good for the Dinos. Carlson answers with a basket of his own, and we're tied at 10. And the Dinos are shooting lights out early in this game, Aiden.
They are, and I like the confidence of Carlson. He's really coming to his own in the past few games. Started the season a little shaky offensively. Now he's found his rhythm.
Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Warburton. And the Dinos come down the other way, tied at 10. Lancaster where the ball comes down the left side, swings it over to Warburton. Between the circles, sets the offense. Now he drops back to the logo. Swings it over left side. It goes to Cannon. Cannon down to Ty. Down underneath to Carlson. Count it, and a foul. And the Dinos continue to pass the ball well and shoot the ball well. And this has been the best 4 minutes of basketball I've seen Carbon play all season.
Oh, absolutely, Sonny, and that's what we were talking about right before tip. They're moving the ball with a purpose. They're slowing it down in the half court. In the start of the season, it looked frenzied. It looked panicked. It looked like some other synonyms I can't think of right now, but they looked frenzied. And right now they're playing with a lot of patience. They're staying calm, and they're making smart plays.
Free throw up, rims around, won't go. And the rebound comes down to the Falcons. They bring it up the floor quickly. Phelps Sanders with the ball, gives it to Ty. Attic swings it over to the left side. Checking into the ball game was Ludlow on the last dead ball. Here's a three-point shot up, good again.
And that was just a good zone-breaking play by the Falcons, able to navigate the ball around, making cross-court passes, drawing the Dinos defense off guard, opening them up for a wide-open three-point attempt.
Attic with the three. He has two. Sanders has two. And it's 13-12, the Falcons with a 1-point lead. And I'm really impressed with the way the Dinos have started this game.
Yeah, they've looked really nice, especially on the offensive side of the ball. They're staying aggressive defense. That we're used to. Carbon typically plays some pretty good defense, some pretty intense defense, but their offense seems to lag behind. Tonight, that's not the case, as they've come out wanting to play. I'm hearing some of the fans talk before the game, Sonny. I think Canyon View thought they were going to win this game by virtue of showing up, and Carbon has come out and kind of punched them in the mouth.
They have. What do they got to do to slow down the threes, though? Because all four of these threes have been open.
Yeah,
and they shoot the ball too well to have that open of a three.
So what's happening on those defensive possessions, Sonny? Carbon's running a bit of a zone defense. Canyon View recognizes this, and they're making cross-court passes, forcing the defense to shift rapidly back and forth. And once you draw them enough off guard, you can open yourself up for a wide-open three through one more shorter pass, and that's what Canyon View has been doing.
So with the basketball, it's Warburton. Drives inside to the free throw line. Bounce pass goes to Carlson on the baseline left side. Swings it back outside to Lancaster. Down underneath goes to Warburton right side, just inside the three-point line. Spin move, shot up, no good. Air ball, and it comes the other way.
It was a good thought by Carter, just not enough on the shot as it goes flailing through the air.
All the way to the basket for two.
Addig again finding his way, this time not from three-point land, slicing and dicing through the defense as he finds his lane and an easy layup.
Addig has 8. He's averaging 18. Good first quarter for him. Dinos with the basketball. Ty Mortensen gives it to Carlson in the paint. Shot from 10. Won't go. Rebound comes down to the Falcons. Fast break the other way, and then a nice play by Lancaster to save an easy layup. Got in the passing lane and knocked it out of bounds.
Lancaster's been doing a good job so far, using his length, identifying those passing lanes, stepping in the way, and tipping passes away or coming away with a steal. He's really done an excellent job so far of shutting down what would be a lot of fast breaks from the Falcons.
And it comes for the Falcons in the paint. Ludlow with the shot, no good, and then a foul. And he's holding his ankle.
Yeah,
he came down wrong.
He did not. That landing did not look pretty as he is fouled on it. He's kind of writhing on the ground in pain, and that's never a good sign. You never want to see a player go down like that. And you can tell by the look on his face and kind of his body language immediately after that. You can tell this is something probably leaning on the side of a little more serious.
2:41 left to play first quarter. Canyon View 15, Carbon 12. 12 points for Dinos are Cannon Mortensen with 6, Maxwell Carlson with 4, Ty Mortensen with 2.
And I like this offense getting Ty Mortensen and Maxwell Carlson a little more involved. Early in the season, you didn't see them seeing the ball a lot, but now they've been able to get the ball passed to them, and they've been doing an excellent job of kind of capitalizing on the moments they have the ball in their hands, converting on some shots, and really finding a lot of success.
So Ludlow can't shoot the free throws. He's helped off the floor. Coming in to shoot the free throws will be Seth Morris, the senior, to the free throw line.
Averaging 1.2 points per game on the season. Morris, normally one of those bench players whose main role is to distribute the ball, keep things flowing for your lead scorers. Tonight, it looks like he might be asked to fill into a bigger role.
Free throw up and good. 2 for 3 from the line tonight so far for the Falcons with 2:41 left to play. They've only committed 1 foul, the Dinos 3. Second free throw up, and it is good as well. So Morris walks up to the free throw line, hits both free throws. It's a 5-point Canyon View lead, 17-12. Full court pressure being applied by Canyon View. The Dinos break it easily all the way to the basket. Shot short off the front of the rim, no good by Griffith, who checked in on the foul shots for the Dinos. We come the other way with Canyon View.
You see a lot of these kids playing the JV game, and it pays dividends when you see those familiar plays. That full court press, they've had to break that for about...
Count it in a foul.
Sorry, my
for
brain shut
Canyon
down.
View.
You've had to guard that for 32 minutes before you know how to break it, and that's the advantage they bring to this team, especially with their youth.
So at the free throw line, Tide Addict to shoot. He has 10 points in the ballgame.
And ever since that timeout, Sonny, the Dinos have gone cold offensively, letting up a 6-point run, now 7 to the Falcons.
Free throw good. He has 11. We said we'd say Ty's name a lot tonight, and he's living up to it. So far, a great first quarter.
Averaging 18. He's almost there in the first quarter.
Turnover by the Dinos on the full court pressure. And then an over and back. So they turned the ball over, and Canyon View gave it right back to them. And it'll be Carbon Dino basketball.
That was a lucky break for the Dinos. A turnover nearly leading to another fast break situation. That could have ended in disaster for the Dinos. Luckily for them, we're able to force the backcourt violation due to a little carelessness, courtesy of Phelps Sanders.
Warburton swings it over to Bozzoni, goes around the screen, now gives it to Ty Mortensen. In the paint, spin move, up and in. Nice move by Ty. He got down low, got in front of the basket, high percentage shot, got it to go, 20-14. And then a turnover by Canyon View. They try to do the cross-court pass, and it goes out of bounds off the hands of Jeter Sanders. And it'll be Dino basketball.
A little too much mustard on that one from Addick, trying to find his teammate in the quarter, Jeter Sanders. If Sanders would have caught that ball, though, he did have a lot of separation for the three-point attempt. Luckily for Carbon, ball goes soaring through his hands and into the band.
Warburton swings it right side. It goes to Griffith. Ball knocked away in a turnover for the Dinos. It's number 5. We come back the other way. Sanders with the shot. Blocked, whistle, and a foul. Looked like a clean block to be. Might have got him with the body. Nevertheless, free throws for Canyon View with 1:32 left to play in the first quarter, up 6.
And here in the Nest, Sonny, one of the most notorious places to play in the state. It's known for its hostile environment. The student section, relentless. The fans, just as much. And the band just always making the place seem louder than it really is, and it gets into a player's head.
5 fouls on the Dinos, only 1 on Canyon View with 1:32 left to play. Second free throw is up, and it is good as well. So Sanders walks up to the free throw line, hits them both. They're 6 for 7 from the line, and the Canyon View with an 8-point lead. Cannon Mortensen with the basketball. Gives it over to Ty. Cross-court pass goes to Bozzoni in the paint. Double team, kicks it outside. Griffith drives the lane, puts it up and in. Nice play by Case Griffith. His first basket of the ball game, 22-16. Canyon View quickly down the floor, and Sanders gets another easy shot at the basket. 11 for him. It's 24-16. Under a minute left to play first quarter.
Yeah, right now Carbon's doing what we said they can't do, and they're starting to fall behind right now. Down 8 with a minute left.
Warburton for 3. Good! From the right baseline. Carter Warburton with his first basket of the ball game. It's 24-19.
Good recognition by Warburton. Recognizes he has no one around him. Sees the three-point line, steps back, and hits it with confidence.
Morris outside to Sanders. Sanders drives inside, whistle and a foul on the ground, up high.
Yeah, lots of contact down there. The Dinos right now up to about 6 fouls in the quarter, but Sonny, I see your face there, and I have to agree with you. Some of these are kind of a little questionable.
Wow, I didn't see a foul there, but
it feels like on one end of the floor they're letting them play, but on the other, a slight breeze will get the foul called on them.
Team out of the ball game for the Carbon Dinos. Free throws for Phelps Sanders. Free throw is up and good. He has 12.
I like the addition of Tima into the lineup. You didn't see much of him against Emory, but when he gets in, he plays with a lot of confidence. He plays with a lot of swagger, and it really shows in the box score.
Second free throw good as well. Make it 13. So a big first quarter for Phelps Sanders. 26-19. Out of bounds. They're going to say it's off the Dinos.
And, we talked about it pregame. You couldn't let these two take over. Ty Attic and Phelps Sanders each went into this game leading in points, and currently they're doing the same. Sanders with 13, Attic with 11, and they're just really having their way offensively.
So the Falcons with the basketball. Jeter Sanders will bring it up the floor. Picked up there between the circles. Still dribbling. Goes right side, goes Attic. Back over, it goes to Hollows. Down on the left side to Slack. Perimeter passing, 7 seconds left in the quarter. 5 seconds left, shot clock off. Shot up short, no good. Rebound Carbon. And that's how the first quarter is going to end.
And they should be glad they corralled that one, Sonny. If they would have let that one go, that would have been another easy offensive board for the Falcons. And honestly, they probably would have hit a last-second shot to elevate their lead just that much more.
So the Dinos play a pretty good first quarter of basketball. In fact, the first 5 minutes was really good basketball for the Dinos. The Falcons started to get into a rhythm. Phelps Sanders with 13 points in the first quarter, and they have a 26-19 lead.
And you look at who scored for Canyon View. 3 players down there. You have Attic, Sanders, and then Morris with 2. So Sanders and Attic really carrying that offensive load right now. The Dinos need to stop at least one of them. You can halt that production. You can really allow yourself a little opening for a comeback, because if those two and Jeter Sanders, outside of that, no one really scores the ball on this team.
Yep, Sanders 13, Attic with 11, and Morris with 2. For the Carbon Dinos, Tannen Mortensen leads the way with 6, Ty Mortensen with 4, Maxwell Carlson with 4, Carter Warburton with 3, and Case Griffith with 2 for the Carbon Dinos. That's where we sit, 26-19 after 1.
And Cannon's shooting with a lot of confidence right now. I really like his body language as he's taking those shots. Even if he misses, he's running back, he's keeping his head high. That's a good sign of a mentality of someone who, they have the next play in mind. They're not looking back on the mistakes they made. They're looking ahead to what they want to have accomplished.
So we're ready to go. Here we go. Canyon View with the basketball. They'll start the second quarter. Hollows with it on the left side, 3-point line. Still with it now, gives it to Attic on the baseline. Drives inside, puts it up, no good. Whistle.
That one did
foul on Carbon.
That one did feel like there was a little more contact in the air. Bit of a hip check as he brings the arm down. That's a lot of the times what the officials look for, is that motion of the arm going down. You do that 90% of the time, they're going to whistle you for it. I know that. I was averaging about 4.5 fouls a game in my prime.
Ty at the free throw line. First one up and good. He has 12 now. We said at the beginning of the broadcast that the Dinos are going to have to slow these two down. And I think that you have to do something to slow them down and make somebody else beat you.
Yeah, you do. You can't have these two trying to win, because that's how they've won all the games they've played this year. Normally the strategy is make that best player try and win the game by himself by taking away all his help. That's what Canyon View has done all year with this duo. They need to stop these two and make everyone else try and win this game.
Dinos with the basketball. Lancaster with it now between the circles. Picked up there, goes around a screen set by Ty, but loses it. Turnover for the Dinos. Fast break the other way. Easy layup for Canyon View.
And, of course,
Attic
it's
with the basket.
Yeah,
he has 15.
They run a very fast-paced offense, Sonny. They thrive on the fast break, and they're creating a lot defensively.
Well, when Canyon View sees the ball possibly being turned over, one person is headed down the floor.
And you saw that in the JV game before. Sometimes they have people down to cherry pick.
Yeah. Travel for the Carbon Dinos on the turnover. Once again, that's number 8 for the Dinos. 30-19 in favor of the Falcons. Falcons with the basketball.
It always feels like one aspect of the game goes wrong for Carbon. Last game against Emory, it was the fact that every player decided that they wanted to be able to shoot the lights out. Now it's that they're turning the ball over at such a high clip. It's unsustainable.
Back on the floor is Ludlow. Seems to be okay. 3-point shot up and good. 33-19.
Sanders with his first points of the game. And another turnover for the Dinos as they have a fast break. Good job by Warburton, though, tipping it out.
Carter gets back on defense. They tried to sneak that guy out again, but Warburton gets back on the defensive side. Makes it a little difficult for Canyon View. Ball goes out of bounds, and they'll throw it in on the baseline. Dinos trail by 14, 6:40 left to play here in the second quarter. Beal with the ball, gives it over to the right side. It goes to Sanders. Attic on the baseline, 10-foot shot, good. Turned around and just, that was too easy.
That was way too easy.
35-19, yeah. Warburton back into the ball game, brings it over to the left side. Swings it over to Griffith. Griffith, three-point line. Lancaster with the basketball on the right side. Pass down underneath, goes to Carlson. Turnover for the Dinos once again. Number 10, fast break the other way, all the way in for the layup and good.
And Sonny, if you watch
Attic again with the basket, 37-19.
If you watch the half-court sets of the Canyon View Falcons offense, their main purpose is not to get an open shot from any player. They are specifically targeting Attic and Sanders. Every play, I've seen players wide open on the perimeter pass it off to one of those two, trying to get them more points. I mean, it's a bit interesting to watch. It works for Canyon View, but it's a style of offense which you really don't see quite typically on any level of the game. An offense built around one or two players. Yeah, you have a star scorer, but you have several players who are there to supplement that. You know, you got to have those players, because what if one of them gets cold or one of them gets hurt? That takes away half of your offense right there.
So turnovers for Canyon View 3, the Dinos have 10. From the free throw line, Canyon View has shot 11 free throws. They've made 10. The Dinos have shot 1, and they've made none. One foul called so far on Canyon View with 6 minutes left to play here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and you can't say much about it. I mean, it just depends on how the whistle's bouncing tonight. Right now, it feels like there's a lot of let them play mentality.
What's a big difference in the game? Because they've outscored them by 9 points at the free throw line.
Yeah, it definitely does not help at all, especially in terms of the game when you're trying to keep the game close. If they're getting constant shots at the free throw line, it makes it a little more challenging.
Warburton with the basketball, swings it right side. Dinos now perimeter passing goes to Warburton. Picks up his dribble, swings it outside. It goes to Mortensen. Ty with the basketball, three-point line. Cannon finds a little gap in the lane and then loses it out of bounds off Canyon View. Dinos will throw the ball in on the baseline with 11 seconds left to play.
Yeah, starting the second quarter, the Falcons have been on an 11-point run, looking to make that more so and keep Carbon held silent.
Warburton swings it left side. It goes to Mortensen. Cannon, shot can't go, and the rebound comes down to Canyon View.
And that's a shot you're okay missing. You just want to keep taking that one. Eventually it's going to drop.
Three-point shot, no good by Attic, and the rebound comes down to the Carbon Dinos, and a whistle and a foul on Canyon View.
And they were very lucky Attic missed that shot. He had no one within a mile of him. Just an absolute defensive lapse there. Luckily for Carbon, he misses, they get fouled, and now they have an opportunity to go the other way.
Warburton with the basketball between the circles. Now comes left side, gives it to Lancaster. Lancaster picks up his dribble, back to Warburton on the right side. Back to Lancaster, they play catch. 19 on the shot clock, ball knocked away, stolen. Ahead to Ludlow, he'll lay it up and in. As we said, when they see a possible turnover, somebody is headed down the floor.
Yeah, they do a good job at reading that turnover, sending it all the way down. And you got to like how well they run the court. And that was a beautiful pass to set it up, too. Just perfectly placed right in front of him, able to get it 1-2 up and in.
Warburton for three, and count it. His second three of the ball game, 39-22. Carter, 2 for 2 from the three-point line, needs to shoot it, huh?
Yeah, he does. I like when Carter shoots the three.
Whistle and a foul on Carbon in the paint. More free throws for Canyon View with 4:24 left to play in the first half.
I think why we don't see Carter shooting a lot more of those threes is because he's a very smart basketball player, right? He's very intelligent. Sometimes I think he gets in his own head a little too much that he needs to make that extra pass instead of taking the three. But he's shown he's a very reliable three-point shooter when he takes it, so you want to see him take a little more like you said.
Free throw up and good by Sanders. That is his 14th point of the half. 11 for 12 from the line tonight for Canyon View. They're going to the line a lot, and they're making their free throws.
That is, and like you said, 10 of those points of this now 18-point lead have come from the charity stripe.
And the second one's no good. The rebound comes down to the Dinos down the floor. Ahead it goes to Cannon. Nice pass to Warburton. Just a little bit too ahead of him. Had to save it. It goes back over to Canyon View. Canyon View comes back the other way. Perimeter passing. Here's a shot by Morris. No good. Rebound comes down to Ludlow. He'll get another opportunity. 4 minutes left to play first half, trailing by 18, the Dinos. On the road here at Canyon View. Attic drives inside, puts up a shot. No good. Rebound Dinos.
That was a good job by the Dinos, staying with it, keeping pace with Attic, trying to slow him down.
Ty has the ball knocked away and a whistle and a foul. Foul number 3 on Canyon View.
And Ty kind of got wrapped up there by a Falcon defender, swung around like it was swing dancing, and luckily ref notices that, gives the foul, sets Dinos up along the baseline.
And it comes to Mortensen. Dinos swing it around. 3-point shot by Cannon won't go. Rebound Carlson in the paint. Up and it won't go. Nice offensive rebound underneath by Cannon Mortensen. And he gets it to drop. Good offensive rebounding by the Dinos to get the 2. 40-24, 3:28 left second quarter.
And Cannon plays with a certain level of swagger to him. You could see it on that basket. He scores the nice spin, and then he flips his hair as he runs down court. He's playing with a lot of confidence, and you love to see it as a coach and as a fan.
Ludlow to Sanders to Attic for the easy 2 points. That was some nice passing that time by Canyon View. 42-24. Carlson, baseline, gets the roll.
Carlson muscles that one away from a near steal, able to convert on the opportunity, instead rips it away from a Canyon View defender, hits the shot from the short corner.
Carlson has 6, 42-26, 2:52 left to play. First half of basketball, Canyon View with the lead. Nice look underneath. Ludlow found Phelps Sanders wide open underneath for the easy 2. Great pass. He has 16, 44-26.
That was good recognition to find that pass wide open.
We have a whistle.
Yeah, the refs were talking something over, but that was a wide open pass down low, setting up a Canyon View basket. It was it was a defensive lapse by Carbon, just letting Sanders go unnoticed underneath the basket.
Carter Branch will come in for Maxwell Carlson.
I think they're saying blood is what we're looking at.
For the Dinos, and they'll throw it in front of the Canyon View bench. 44-26, Falcons with the lead.
And in a situation like this, you'd rather be in front of Canyon View's bench instead of their student section, which is absolutely packed right now.
Yeah. Warburton with the ball gives it over to Lancaster. Lancaster to the 3-point line. Down in the paint. Shot up by Branch. No good. Rebound comes down to Canyon View, and they'll get the break on the pass, and the shot up no good. Rebound Dinos.
Yeah, bouncing around like a pinball. Canyon View somehow ends up with it, but Carbon able to recover.
Then the Dinos turn the ball over. Fast break the other way. 3-point shot up, no good by Sanders. It goes out of bounds, and it will remain with Canyon View. 2:10 left to play first half, 44-26.
And they put Warburton in a near impossible decision there. You have Phelps Sanders on the 3-point line. You have Attic cutting underneath the basket. Who are you going to guard? You're going to want to put your hand in the face of the 3-point shooter, and that's what Carter decides to do. They make the pass down low, goes soaring out of bounds, though.
Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Canyon View. They'll put it up and good. Seth Morris coming off the bench. He has 4 points in the ballgame. It's a 20-point lead.
And Canyon View's really started to pull away in the second quarter after a really good first frame from the Dinos. Canyon View just really thriving on those fast break points. And when they have to take threes, they've done a great job on connecting.
Tima has the ball knocked away in a turnover for the Dinos, number 14.
Tried to get a little too fancy. Too much sugar and you're going to get a cavity, and that's what happened to Tima.
So with the basketball now, it's Canyon View. Minute 36 and running left to play. 46-26. Attic gets the ball over to Sanders. Sanders 3-point line. Whistle and an offensive foul on Canyon View.
And they
away from the ball.
They definitely are using a lot of that bump motion, trying to get the defenders away from them. Just a little bit more separation if you throw your hip into them as they're trying to run around the screen. That time they get a whistle for it.
Cannon Mortensen comes in for Ty. Tima will come out, and coming in will be Griffith for the Carbon Dinos. Warburton past the half-court stripe. He comes with the basketball. Calls the play, swings it over left side to Lancaster. Lancaster holds there, gives the ball to Branch. Back to Lancaster for 3. No good. Off the back of the rim. Rebound comes down to Ludlow, and here comes the Falcons.
Despite not making the shot, I like the confidence shown by the Dinos. They keep shooting even if they miss. They're not letting it bog them down. They're looking at the next play, and that's the mentality you want to have if you want to build a winning culture in this program.
Attic with a little loft pass, hits the backboard, and it comes down to Lancaster, and the Dinos come the other way on the turnover. Pass down in the paint, goes to Branch. Knocked away, and another turnover for the Dinos. That's number 15. Fast break the other way. Attic takes it all the way, lay it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Ludlow. They get another chance, but he throws it right to a Carbon Dino, and then whistle and a foul.
They're trying to get a little fancy right now, and it's working to their detriment. I mean, you're trying to throw behind the back passes, go for jelly finishes, and it's not working in their favor. If you didn't have the 20-point lead as a coach, I think I'd be furious to see that, especially if it's leading to turnovers. Even if you are up by 20, you don't want to develop those bad habits.
31 seconds left to play here in the first half. Carbon with the basketball. It's Lancaster. Lancaster left side, gives it back out. Branch with the basketball. Branch. Three-point shot. Cannon won't go. Rebound comes down to Canyon View. Fast break the other way. Slack stops, hands it off underneath to Attic, and he'll bring it outside three-point line. Picked up there by the Carbon defense. 3 seconds left. 2, shoots a deep 3, air ball, and that's how the first half ends.
Yeah, it kind of rattled him how closely Carbon was guarding him. He wasn't used to that kind of pressure. He's normally getting shots off very quickly, so him holding the ball and trying to dribble to the clock out worked to the detriment of his shot there, but still, Canyon View up 46-26 heading into the halftime break.
Canyon View outscores the Dinos 20-7 in the second quarter after leading 26-19 after 1. So we go to halftime, and the score, Canyon View 46 and the Carbon Dinos 26. When we come back, Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show right here on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
You can have a healthy, beautiful smile at any age. Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Cowley, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. Treatment is a viable option for almost any adult. And like kids, adults can experience the self-assurance that comes with a confident smile, along with the benefits of improved oral health. Come in for a free consultation and see how Castle Valley Orthodontics can get you on your way to a beautiful smile. Affordable payment plans are available. Call 637-2222 for a free consultation today.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farleno's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farleno's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farleno's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
How well do algorithms answer your questions?
Your specific query will be addressed with a pre-written, standardized reply.
When you need help with life's important decisions like life insurance, home and auto coverage, and even retirement planning, rely on relationships, not robots. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In the Castle Country, call your local Farm Bureau agent, Jill Jensen, at 637-8400 for a free quote today.
Soups are in at Swift's Stop and Shop, your gas and convenience store with more. Serving up delicious cook-to-order food like Swift's Soup of the Day and Soup and Sandwich combos, less than $5. Check their Facebook page and see what they're serving.
Oh, by the way, Swift is a Shell station. So if you have a Smith's fuel card, you can redeem your fuel rewards points at Swift. So pump up the savings and
start slurping some soups. From Swift Stop and Shop, North Main Street in Helper.
Open late.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike Up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, cold beer, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in Historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Carbon High School basketball on KRPX 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome to the Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show here from Cedar City, Utah, on the campus of Canyon View High School. Halftime score, Canyon View 46 and the Carbon Dinos 26. And Aiden, the beginning of the broadcast, we said there's two kids on this Canyon View team that put the ball in the basket. You got to slow them down a little bit. That didn't happen in the first half.
That it did not, Sonny. That's who this team's identity is built all around. Ty Addig and Phelps Sanders. Like you said, we said they can't let those two in particular get heated up. You can't let them start taking over the game, but that's exactly what they've done. Addig up to 21, Sanders up to 16. Really been hard to stop them, and they run the break so well. That's what has set them apart in my eyes, Sonny. Like you said, every time it feels like Canyon View even has a near steal, they have two or three kids running down the court and forcing one defender into an impossible decision. Do you guard the layup or do you guard the three? And the Dinos have had to face that decision one too many times for their liking.
Absolutely. Like you said, Addig with 21 points, Sanders with 16. Then comes Sanders, Jeter Sanders with 3, Seth Morris with 4, Trenton Ludlow with 2, for a total of 46 points. Only 5 turnovers in the first half for Canyon View. They shot 13 free throws. They made 11.
Yeah, and that's a stellar number of free throw makes. But let's look on the other end of the spectrum, Sonny. Canyon View's taken 13. How many have the Dinos taken?
1. And they're 0 for 1, so no points from the free throw line in the first half for the Carbon Dinos.
And that's in part why this lead is looking like it is right now. You can't expect to win a ball game when you're getting to the free throw line once in a half while the other team gets there 13 times.
15 turnovers for the Dinos in half number 1.
And that's point number 2, Sonny. Yep. It's hard to win a basketball game when you're not doing yourself any favors in the turnover department. Right. You're shooting yourself in the foot when you turn over the ball. Now, you look at acceptable amounts of turnovers on the season. If I'm looking at the stats, Sonny, the Dinos are averaging about 14 turnovers per game. That's about 7.5. I think that's a respectable number, you know. That comes down to about 3.5 per quarter. You don't want to turn the ball over 15 times in the half.
Right. So 46-26 at the half. Let's take a look at the Carbon scoring. Leading the way for the Carbon Dinos, Cannon Mortensen, the senior, with 8 points in the ballgame.
Yeah, he's been doing what he does best. He finds his way into the paint. He grabs offensive boards. Tonight, though, he's added a lot of three-point shooting to his game. He's been trying that out over the past few contests, but tonight it's all come together as he hit 2 to open the game, and he was looking stellar from deep.
And Maxwell Carlson with 6 points in the ballgame, along with Carter Warburton. He has 6 as well. 2 threes for Carter in the first half.
And we talked about it earlier in the game. We like when Carter shoots the ball. He is a good three-point shooter, but he doesn't take them very often, and we think it's because he gets a little too much in his head. You know, he's so team-oriented that he'd rather make that extra pass than take the three for himself. But when he has taken the threes, he's looked really good. He looks very confident from beyond the arc.
Ty Mortensen with 4, Case Griffith with 2. As we said, the Dinos shooting 1 free throw in the first half. They did not make it, so no points from the free throw line, 0 for 1, and 15 turnovers. Halftime score here at Canyon View High School. It's the Falcons 46 and the Dinos 26. Now, you're down 20 points. You've got to take some chances now. You've got to make other people. You got to double team. You got to try to make somebody else beat you now.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Dinos start running a trap-oriented defense. You know, try and bait one of Addig or Sanders into the corner, trap him in there, force him to make a tough decision on passing or taking a very heavily contested shot. You got to make them make these tough decisions, or else you're going to put yourself in a situation where they're having the easiest decision of their lives. It feels like muscle memory down there, and they're just going to have their way with you.
Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show, 46-26. Falcons with the lead over the Carbon Dinos, 95-3 the Peak. This is where the Dinos play.
You can have a healthy, beautiful smile at any age. Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Cowley, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. Treatment is a viable option for almost any adult. And like kids, adults can experience the self-assurance that comes with a confident smile, along with the benefits of improved oral health. Come in for a free consultation and see how Casa Valley Orthodontics can get you on your way to a beautiful smile. Affordable payment plans are available. Call 637-2222 for a free consultation today.
It's time you started working close to home. GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance is looking for experienced miners, mechanics, electricians, and surveyors to fill local jobs. Stop traveling every week and let GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance find you a job closer to home and your family. No more leaving your family every week traveling to a work site. There are good paying jobs right here close to home, and GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance can help you get started today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. Your new job close to home is waiting for you.
J&D Automotive in Castledale and River Auto in Green River has been your trusted neighbors for 40 years, offering expert automotive parts and service right in the heart of Emery County. Thanks to a great partnership with Napa, you get dependable parts and a team that knows your car inside out. Whether you're in for a routine checkup or need of a major repair, J&D Automotive is close to home and ready to help. Visit J&D Automotive today and experience the difference of local care with big brand quality.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back to the Casa Valley Orthodontics halftime show. Score here at Canyon View 46 and the Carbon Dinos 26. You have some scores from around the state, Aiden?
Yeah, looking at some scores from around the state. We'll start over on our sister station, KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM, where the Emery Spartans are currently down at the half to North St. Pete, 24-20 in the Spartan Center. North St. Pete looking to cause some noise, really upset Emery in that regard. Then we look over to Gunnison as they are up 23-19 over Parowan. Parowan, one of the Dinos' 3 wins on this season. Down in South Sevier, another familiar Dino opponent. They're up 24-21 over the Beavers of Beaver. And then finally at the halftime break, Juab up 36-35 over Manti. Another duel for the number 1 team in the RPI in Juab. And then Richfield up 30-19 over the Delta Rabbits.
Lots of sports going on right now. We got college football playoffs going on tonight as well. Just NFL playoffs getting ready to start. You got the Jazz. You got USU Eastern. Talk a little bit about USU Eastern last night as snow came to town.
Yeah, snow came to town, continuing rivalry week here at the Castle Country Radio family of stations. Starting with the women's, they were able to escape with a 61-49 victory over the Badgers of Snow College. They looked great all night. It was a good win for them. And then the men, coming off a heartbreaking loss to number 4 Salt Lake Community College, found themselves again on the wrong end of heartbreak, losing at the buzzer 77-75 as their half court heaved in an attempt to win went just a little too far right.
So they lose by 2 both nights to 2 teams ranked in the top 4.
Yeah, so those are good losses.
Sure they are.
But, you'd rather have the win in the end. Yep. Too much heartbreak. It's like a high school relationship, Sonny, for USU Eastern.
So the Dinos getting ready to take the court here to start the second half. 46-26 the score. The Falcons leading the Carbon Dinos as we start the third quarter. The Dinos will bring the starters back out on the floor, which will be Cannon, Ty Mortensen, Lancaster, Carlson, Warburton. That's the 5 on the floor to start the second half for the Carbon Dinos. Down 20. Got to get something going early in the third quarter here, and they've got to slow down the 2 scorers for Canyon View.
Yeah, you want to bring that first quarter magic back as they inbound the ball to start the second half of play.
Here we go with the basketball. Warburton swings it left side to Lancaster. Back to Warburton, top of the circle. Goes left side. Cross-court pass to Cannon Mortensen. Back to Warburton. Attempted to get the ball to Lancaster. He was cutting to the basket. Little miscommunication and a turnover for the Dinos. Yeah, Canyon View comes the other way.
You didn't want to start the half like that, Sonny. That sets a bad precedent for the next 16 minutes.
Swing it over to the right side. Sanders with it. Gives it to Attic. Kick it back outside to Sanders. 3-point shot, no good. And rebound comes down to Cannon Mortensen. Ahead to Warburton, past a half-court strike. Some contact, no whistle. Gives it to Lancaster. Swings it over to Cannon. Cannon Mortensen drives inside, Bounce pass to Carlson goes out of bounds. 2 possessions for the Dinos and no shots at the basket with 2 turnovers.
And that was the right idea for Cannon. Just threw it a little too quickly for Carlson to see coming his way. Bounces out of bounds harmlessly. And I think defensively, Sonny, I want to see the Dinos come out of this 2-3 zone. That's where Canyon View is really abusing them. They're splitting the defense. They're clearing the court on a one entire side, and they just need to break away from that.
It's Canyon View with the basketball. With it, Sanders. 16 points in the ball game. Swings it over to the right side, goes to Jeter Sanders. Drive inside, shot up, and good. Nice move by Ethan Hollows, and he has his first basket of the ball game. 48-26, Canyon View up 22.
I'm going to say it's nice not saying Addig or Sanders on that one.
Yes. Warburton with the ball left side. Kicks it outside to Cannon Mortensen for 3. A little long off the back of the iron. Fast break the other way. There's that shot blocked as the Dinos do a good job getting back. Back the other way. Nice pass from Cannon to Ty. And Mortensen gets the basket, and the Dinos are on the board here in the second half. 48-28.
And Cannon's first assist of the game comes in style as he replicates what Canyon View's been doing all night. Finds Ty on the other end, leads to the layup.
Stolen by Warburton. Takes it all the way. Has the ball knocked out of bounds as he goes in for the layup, but the Dinos will have possession of the basketball on the baseline.
Slowed down just a little too much as Hallows flies behind him, knocks it away. That was a good defensive play by Hallows. You got to give him credit for that.
And it comes to Carlson. 10-foot shot, no good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up again. Gets it to go. Carlson with 8. 48-30.
That was a good job by Carlson, following his shot, staying with it, fighting for it, and getting rewarded with the points.
Sanders swings it right side. Now goes to Beeler. Kick it outside. Perimeter passing for Canyon View. 5:34 left to play here in the third quarter. They lead by 18. Shot clock says 10. Sanders, back outside it goes. Drive inside, 10-foot fall-away shot, good.
That was good. That was good dribble movement. This is splitting defenders, finding his way to the high post, taking the shot and draining it.
Addick has 23 points, and that was a nice play. No doubt about it. Carlson from 15. Won't go. Rebound comes down to Canyon View. We come the other way. Addick will bring the ball up the floor, picked up there by Warburton. Swings it right side. It goes to Jeter Sanders. Down to the right side. Beeler. Bounce pass down underneath. Back outside. For Canyon View. They kind of slowed things down a little bit, Aiden.
I was just about to say that they've really slowed down the pace.
Down underneath. Double team. Shot up. Whistle and a foul.
They're calling jump ball, actually.
Jump ball.
That. Ref gave the two thumbs up. And it looks like Canyon View is going to retain possession, the arrow in their favor.
I thought they called a foul, and I was getting ready to say, I thought that looked like a jump. They were right. They got it right. Jump ball, but Canyon View retains possession, up 20.
I mean, with the discrepancy in fouls, I wouldn't blame you for thinking it's a foul.
Ludlow shot up and no good, and he goes to the ground in the foul. And more free throws for Canyon View with 4:31 left to play in the third.
That one goes against Maxwell Carlson. Just got a little too handsy on the contest. Put his hands in the chest and shoves. And in return, Canyon View will go to the line.
Free throw up and no good. 11 for 14 from the line tonight. Checking into the ball game, Asher Slack.
As Beeler checks out for the first time this half.
Second free throw by Ludlow is up and good. He has 3 in the ball game.
Bubba Ludlow, a real standout on the football field for Canyon View, and now he's doing his part on the basketball court.
Warburton swings it over to Lancaster. Down underneath it goes. Mortensen back outside to Lancaster. 4:18 left to play, 20 on the shot clock. Warburton, three-point line, fakes, drives in, gives it to Carlson from 10. Good! Count it and a foul. And the Dinos are going to shoot a free throw with 4:11 left to play.
And Carlson is looking like a different player coming out of the winter break. He has really developed a lot of confidence in his game. He's scoring from the high post and the low post, fighting for offensive boards, and he did right there. He puts up the floater, gets fouled in the process, gets the bucket to fall. So you really like what you see in development-wise from Maxwell Carlson.
Free throw won't go, however, and the rebound comes down to Canyon View. Attic will bring the ball up the floor, picked up there by Warburton at the logo. Now comes left side. Hands it off to Slack. Slack to Sanders. Back over to Ludlow on the right side. Driving the paint, kick it outside. Goes to Sanders, down underneath. Ball knocked away. 3-point shot, Ludlow. No good. Halfway down, pops out. Whistle and over the back foul on Canyon View. Over the back foul is going to be on Phelps Sanders.
When the Dinos are on defense, they're playing good defense. The problem that they run into is they overcommit, and it opens lanes for either a drive or a kick out, or they spend too much time on one player opening up a kick out pass for an open lane or an open shot. Carbon plays a good style of defense. They just get a little too aggressive at times.
Cannon Mortensen gives it off to Carlson, 3-point line. Mortensen, ball knocked away in a turnover. Fast break. Ludlow takes it all the way. Whistle and a foul on Warburton, who did a good job getting back on defense to not give him the easy layup, make him work it at the free throw line.
I like that move by Warburton, chasing him down, running down Ludlow as he tries to find a layup on the other end, forcing him out of bounds, and now he has to earn it at the line, where last time he split the trip 1 and 2.
Senior Trenton Ludlow at the free throw line. First free throw up and good. Second free throw is up, and it is good as well. So Ludlow with 5, 53-32.
They've done a good job of shutting down Attic and Sanders, but everyone else now has found their stroke offensively.
Air ball shot for Carlson from the right baseline. It goes right to Attic, and he'll bring it up the floor.
Canyon View really, like you said earlier, slowing down this pace. They know they're not in a hurry to try and build up a big lead. That's how they win games. They play an aggressive first half. They build up that lead, and then they kind of coast as they just continue to consistently score. They let that clock tick down more and more, limiting the amount of possessions that their opponent can take.
Attic for 3. No good. Rebound Dinos. Nice rebound by Cannon Mortensen. Ahead to Warburton to Lancaster right side. Lancaster tries to find a gap. There's nothing there. Bounce pass to a cutting Carter Warburton. Can't get the reverse layup to go, and a whistle and a foul on Carbon.
That one's going to go against Lancaster. I like the move by Warburton, though, recognizing he doesn't have much time in the paint to try and get up a shot.
No.
It's either going to get knocked out on a steal or it's going to be blocked out of the sky. So he makes the right move going for that reverse. Just couldn't get it to fall that time. That's what's been the case for Carbon in the bulk of this season. They're making the right moves a lot of the time. Just their shots aren't falling in their favor. The ball isn't bouncing their way. And sometimes that's just how it goes.
Morris gives the ball to Attic. Kicks it outside with the basketball now. Slack drives into the paint. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound Dinos. Mortensen with the rebound ahead to Lancaster left side. Gives it to Cannon Mortensen in the paint. Puts up a shot. Short off the front of the rim. No good. And rebound comes down to Canyon View. Under 2 minutes left to play third quarter. 53-32. Falcons with the lead in the ball.
And again, another good shot from Carbon. Just couldn't get it to fall on that one. Canyon View does do a good job, though, of applying defensive pressure, making those shots just a little more challenging.
Bounce pass down in the paint to Beeler. Shot up, no good as he checked back into the ball game on the last dead ball. Gets his offensive rebound out of bounds off the Dinos. Canyon View will retain possession with a minute 37 left to play in the third.
That was good hands by Case Griffith, tipping the ball away from a Canyon View player, stopping it from being another offensive rebound. Yes, Canyon View maintains possession, but they do have to inbound from a much tougher position.
Branch and Busoni check into the ball game. The Mortensens take a seat. With the basketball, it's Ludlow. Picked up there by Lancaster. Bounce pass goes on the high block. It's Hollows. Pass in the paint. Knocked away. Ludlow gets it, puts it up. No good. Whistle and a foul.
That was a good quick tip pass by Ty Addig. Ludlow getting hit on his way up, and he's going to the line, but I don't think I saw much contact on that one. It's been a very tight whistle against Carbon, I think is a good way to put it. Depending on what side of the court you're on, they're letting them play on the other. You got to be very careful about how you swing your body.
So the first free throw by Ludlow is up, and it is no good. Second free throw up, and it is good. 15 for 19 from the free throw line tonight for Canyon View, 54-32. Minute 18 left to play, third quarter. On the baseline, whistle and a foul, blocking foul on Canyon View. Blocking foul is going to be on Hollows. It'll be team foul number 4, Hollows first. And the Dinos will throw the ball in on the baseline. It'll be Warburton to throw it in.
You ever noticed how big a player's reaction to getting whistled for a foul is, the more likely it is they committed it?
Absolutely. Dinos turn the ball over. Fast break the other way. Slips, gets the ball back. Attic drives inside, lays it up, can't get it to go. Tipped outside, though, and controlled by Canyon View. Ludlow for 3. Good. Nobody around him. The ball just went. He was in the right place at the right time, Aiden. Ball went right out to him. 3-point line, nobody around him, and he hits it, 57-32.
And sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes you have to work to get your shot open. Other times it just bounces into your waiting hands, and you don't have to worry about anything.
Warburton with it, 20 on the shot clock, 36 on the game clock. Warburton top circle. Finds a little gap, kicks it outside the Lancaster right side. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound high to get it. Once again, Ty Attig. He'll bring it up the floor himself.
I do like that Carbon is still bringing pressure on those offensive boards. They're crashing it well. They're just not getting it to fall in their direction. Canyon View has had a good bounce in their favor almost all night long.
Shot clock off. Game clock says 10 and running. Bounce pass goes to Morris. Morris picked up by Lancaster. 3-point line. Bounce pass over. Straight shot down the tube. Up and no good. Offensive rebound. Count it. Slack missed the shot. Straight down the barrel from about 15 feet. And he hustled and got the offensive rebound and put it up and in right at the buzzer. 59-32 Canyon View.
That play felt more like he wanted to stat pad his rebounds just a little bit. Throws it off the back of the backboard. Kobe Bryant-esque, except he can't jump quite like Kobe could as he settles for the floater. Gets it to fall, 59-32 going into the fourth quarter.
So Canyon View outscores the Dinos 13-6 in that third quarter to take a 59-32 lead. We'll take a break when we come back. Fourth quarter action right here on 95.3 The Peak. This is the place to be for Carbon Dino Sports right here. 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
This is Dave.
And Ryan.
From Dave and Ryan's Movie Review.
Experience movies the way God intended them to be seen.
On the big screen. At the King Cole Theaters.
And action. Whether it's stunning action,
heart-stopping horror,
tender romance,
gut-busting comedy,
or wholesome family flicks,
movies are always better on the big screen.
Connect on Facebook for instant access to showtimes and the latest blockbusters.
With showing 7 nights a week and matinees on weekends, you can immerse yourself in the magic of movies at the King Cole Theaters.
Carbon High School basketball on KRPX 95.3 The Peak.
Canyon View gets the ball to start the fourth quarter, and we are underway. 59-42, Falcons with the lead in the ball. Slack with the basketball, picked up by Lancaster, swings it over the right side. It goes to Sanders. Sanders to Attig, drives inside, puts it up and in. 25 points for Ty.
He's been held in check in the second half, but that's because he hasn't really been taking any shots. He's been focusing more on distributing the ball.
3-point shot, no good by the Dinos. Shot by Bozzoni won't go. Scramble for it on the ground. Jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Dinos.
I think that's a good job by Lancaster, diving on the ground, trying to find the ball, doing anything to try and help the Dinos on the scoreboard right now. Find themselves down nearly 30 with 7:28 left to go in the fourth.
Starters back into the game for the Carbon Dinos. And it comes to Lancaster. Lancaster with the ball, 3-point line, swings it right side. It goes to Cannon Mortensen. Carlson in the paint, shot up and good from about 12. Carlson has 12.
I really like the look of Carlson over the last few games. He's looking like a different player. He's playing a lot more confidently. And, he's making those shots, and they just need to keep feeding that hot hand right now. That is Maxwell Carlson.
61-34. Morris for 3. Good. Seth Morris coming off the bench tonight has 7 for Canyon View. Back up to 30, 64-34. Lancaster with the ball on the right side. Picked up there, keeps his dribble alive, now drives baseline. Loses his footing, slips to the ground, whistle out of bounds, and it will belong to the Carbon Dinos.
And he was trying to utilize that size advantage he has over the much shorter Seth Morris. But Morris does a very nice post move, pulls the chair out from underneath Lancaster.
And it comes to Lancaster. 6:46 left to play. Pass down underneath the Cannon. Mortensen shot up off the glass, won't go. Rebound comes down to Canyon View. Pulling down the board, it's Jeter Sanders. Ahead to Attic. Drives inside, stops at the free throw line, kicks it out. Baseline three, good. Asher Slack, 5 points in the ball game. That 3-point shot from the left baseline, and it's 67-34.
And just a little too slow on the closeout. Slack had a good job of having a quick release, though, helping himself on the three.
Warburton drives the ball in, gets a shot from about 5 feet, but it's blocked. Controlled by Canyon View. We come the other way, lay it up and in. Attic again. He's got 27. Timeout on the floor, Carbon. 5:59 left to play in the ball game. It's the Falcons 69 and the Dinos 34 here on 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play.
You gonna fix that?
Fix what?
That dripping faucet?
Someday.
No, how about today? Not only is it driving me crazy, but it's wasting water, costing us money, and could turn into dry rot and other damage.
Guess we better get to Magnuson Lumber and Hardware.
Now you're talking.
Magnuson Lumber features almost 1,000 feet of plumbing accessories and supplies you need to fix your leaking faucets and pipes. Stop in today. Main Street, Castledale. Magnuson Lumber and Hardware. Family owned since 1965.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Love the road trips here with the Carbon Dinos tonight. We're in Cedar City as the Carbon Dinos trailing the Falcons 69-34.
Yeah, and they've let Attic get back into a stroke. He spent a bulk of the third quarter trying to distribute the ball more, be more of a floor general. Now he's gone back to his scoring roles. He ended the first half with 21. Now he's up to 27. All 6 of those coming here in the fourth quarter.
5:59 left to play in the ball game. Tomorrow we will be at Carbon High School. Pregame show starts at 3:30. Tip-off 4 o'clock. The Lady Dinos at home against Delta.
And that's 2 teams looking for their first region win of the season. And a game on a Saturday. Weird things happen on those weekend games, so it's going to be an exciting one regardless of what happens.
Warburton with the basketball left side. Cross-court pass goes to Lancaster. Back to Warburton. He'll take the 3 from the left side. Short off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to Canyon View. Maine with the rebound.
Carbon's taking good shots. They're just not falling right now, and that's the hardest part of this. I mean, they're playing well. They're moving the ball well. They haven't turned the ball over near as much here in the second half. They just can't get those shots to find the bottom of the basket.
Shot up and good. As we'll get the lineup for you for Canyon View as Whitaker with the basket for the Falcons. We have 5 new players on the floor for the Falcons, 71-34. 3-point shot. Lancaster won't go long, and the rebound comes down to Canyon View.
And again, just a little too powerful on that as it bounces off the side iron, goes arcing back the other direction.
Slack gives the ball off to Maine. Maine over to Sanders. Down on the baseline, it goes to Hollows. Whistle.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Canyon View ball.
That was a good defensive collapse by Carlson and Lancaster, swallowing up a driving Zach Maine, not allowing him to have anything easy as he tries to find his first points of the game.
Morris comes in for Sanders for the Falcons, and they'll throw the ball in on the baseline. 71-34, 4:34 left to play. With the basketball, it's Morris. Morris swings it over left side. It goes to Hollows. Maine on the baseline. Swing it back outside. Goes to Slack. Drive inside. Lay it up and in.
That was a flashy move by Slack as he's able to navigate through the air. It's a little circus shot action, throws it up and in as he flips it up for his 7th point of the ball game.
He has 7, as you said. Timeout Dinos with 4:10 left to play, 73-34. We'll take the break here on 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play.
You've been accused of doing something illegal and charged a foul. It's time to run the court in a game of legal matters. Let Oliver Law jump through the hoops. Robert Oliver believes in innocent until proven guilty. Oliver Law brings you a slam dunk defense for the best possible outcome for your criminal case. And when it's time to go to the foul line, Robert Oliver doesn't miss a shot. Call 435-637-6060 or go to robertoliverlegal.com to request a free consultation. Robert Oliver, passionate about defending the underdog.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak, KRPX 95.3 FM.
Welcome back. 73-34. Falcons with the lead. 4:10 left to play.
Yeah, and Canyon View has just had a night where they seem to have every ball bounce their direction. Every offensive rebound that gets a little bit loose seems to go right into the hands of an open three-point shooter. Every shot they take seems to fall. Carbon, on the other hand, they're taking good shots. They're playing good defense. Things just haven't been breaking their way tonight. But they played a much cleaner second half in terms of turnovers and fouling the Falcons. So I really like the adjustments they've made going into the second half. Coach Brower did a good job in that halftime locker room trying to change up the game plan, but it's just one of those nights where no matter what you do, it seems like the other team will always have some kind of advantage.
With the basketball, the Carbon Dinos. Warburton with it. Top of the key, swing it over. Three-point shot, good. Three-point shot by Cannon Mortensen. He has 11. 73-34. Back the other way comes Canyon View quickly in the paint. Shot blocked. Whistle and a foul.
Bit of a delayed whistle there, but you could see the contact up here on the hand as going up for the shot was slack.
Jackson Whitaker goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws for Canyon View. Free throw number 19, no good. Excuse me, free throw number 20 is no good.
That's about 10 free throws a half now for the Falcons. They're just tearing it up.
Free throw number 2, no good. So an empty possession for Canyon View. Down in the corner, three-point shot, baseline left, short off the front of the rim, no good by Cannon Mortensen. And the rebound, Canyon View.
Wide open, just couldn't find the bottom of the basket on that one. You're going to have possessions like that, but just tonight it's been happening time and time again, unfortunately.
Pass underneath, nice pass. Underneath by Whitaker to Maine, and Maine gets the easy 2, 75-37, 3:15 left. Dinos with the basketball. Lancaster with it, three-point line, swing it right side, goes to Warburton, drives the baseline, pass in the paint, stolen away.
And they're going to call it travel against the Falcons on that one. Dinos regain the ball.
So the Dinos will throw it in on the baseline underneath their basket with 2:53. The clock is running for some reason. I have no idea
mercy
why.
rule.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about that. Shot is up and no good, and the rebound comes down to Canyon View.
Yeah, not as common in basketball as it is in the football level, but a good steal by Cannon Mortensen. Oh, no.
He goes down, and Canyon View comes the other way. We have a whistle and a timeout.
He's up and walking. He's just trying to
shake
walk
it off.
that one off.
Yeah,
it looked like it just landed a little bit awkwardly. Probably rolled that ankle as he walks gingerly off the court. I was really worried there for a second there, Sonny. Non-contact, goes to the ground. It really makes you worry.
So 2:27 left to play. 75-37. Swing it over to the left side. Here's a three-point shot up and good. Three-point shot good for Canyon View. 78-37. Warburton with the ball left side. Pass goes underneath to Mortensen. Nice pass to Lancaster. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Reset the offense.
Did a good job chasing that one down, ripping it out of the hands of a Canyon View defender.
Warburton drives inside. Foul with a minute 50 and running left to play. That is the first foul of the quarter against Canyon View.
Yeah, that's just about how this game has been going. You summed it up with that sentence right there. Canyon View they've had a good whistle tonight for them. And, in the grand scheme of things, didn't have the biggest impact on the outcome, but still, like you said, 20 trips to the charity stripe.
We'll talk about that in the pregame show. Minute 20 left to play. In it comes. The clock runs now with a minute 18. Aiden got me straightened out on that. Forgot about it.
I know you don't see it too often. It's kind of a rarity in the high school basketball game. It throws you off when you first see it.
Yeah. Springer with the basketball drives inside the paint, whistle, and foul on the Dinos.
That one's going to go against Bozzoni as a substitution comes in now. Canyon View clearing the bench as they put some players who aren't listed on the varsity roster, so they're breaking out the JV and the sophomores to give them some varsity experience as that clock continues to tick down.
In it comes. Perimeter passing for Canyon View. Still with the basketball. 30 seconds left to play. Bounce pass down in the paint. Move, whistle, and a foul on the Dinos. More free throws for Canyon View.
That was a good job getting the move up in the post, trying to find something, anything to get himself to the line, and he does in the end. A great post move there.
Free throw is up and good. One more free throw to come with 21 seconds left to play, 79-37. Second free throw is up, and it is no good off the back of the iron. Rebound, Dinos.
That's going to be a foul against the Falcons. And again, it goes back to he puts his arms up. You know you did it. It's that good old-fashioned DeMarcus Cousins, what did I do, after he clobbers a man. His team has the ball for Carbon.
Clock will run. Only the first foul on Canyon View. They'll work it around the perimeter. 2 seconds left. Timo with the three up, no good, and that's how this game will end. Final score tonight here at Canyon View, Falcons 79 and the Carbon Dinos 37. We'll take a break and come back. Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show right here on 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play. This is the place to be for Carbon Dino Sports.
Imagine the sound of a basketball swishing through the net at the game buzzer. That's the sound of you scoring big with Eastern Utah Community Credit Union's Slam Dunk Savings Accounts. Just like a winning team will strategize their plays, we will help you plan your financial future with competitive interest rates and unbeatable customer support. Whether you are saving for college, a new home, or retirement, make a fast break to Eastern Utah Community Credit Union and let your savings game reach MVP status. Join our team today and start winning with your money.
Membership and eligibility required. NCUA insured. Loans approved on credit.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
Well, this is way beyond my skills.
Time to call Frank.
Honey, did you mean my dad, Steve?
No, Frank at Central Commission and Helper. Frank and his staff will give me the best advice and supplies I need. He's the father of good advice and better than you at this stuff.
No argument there.
Central Commission and Supply Company is a family-owned and local hardware and lumber store. Plumbing, paint, electrical, with better prices, better service, and better knowledge than the big box stores. Central Commission, North Main Street in Helper. Discover peace of mind with Dawn's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents, ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Dawn's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
At Desert View Federal Credit Union, driving away in your dream car is as seamless as the open road. With personalized lending solutions and branches in Huntington and Farron, getting the financing for your new car, truck, or SUV is easy. Desert View Federal Credit Union can even finance RVs. Experience the credit union difference. Go talk to a loan officer today.
Membership and eligibility apply. Loans on approved credit. Member NCUA.
At Desert View, it's all about you.
Carbon High School basketball on KRPX 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back here Friday night on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play Carbon Dino basketball. The place to be for Carbon Dino sports right here, 95.3 The Peak. We're in Canyon View tonight. The Canyon View Falcons with a 79-37 win over the Carbon Dinos. We knew the Canyon View was a good basketball team. They have a couple of players that can score, and they score easily. They make it look easy. And one of them was Atig, who had 27 points. The other one was Sanders. He had 16 points in the ball game. This team can score. They run. They take every advantage they can of fast break baskets.
They do.
They're coached well.
They do. This is a good team, Sonny. This is a loss where you can look at it and say, yes, this is one of the top teams in the 3A classification. You know, the Dinos played a pretty good basketball game. They made adjustments, but it felt like every break went in favor of Canyon View, whether it be a loose ball into the hands of an open three-point shooter, a shot thrown from half court fallen. Free throws especially. Sonny, let's talk about that free throw differential for a second. We were talking about this off the air for a second. How many free throws did Canyon View have?
Canyon View shot 23 free throws tonight. They were 17 for 23 from the free throw line. The Dinos shot 2, and the 2 they shot were and ones. Yeah, you got to remember that. The 2 they shot were and ones.
And, you know, you got to think, if you're going to call and send the other team to the line 23 times,
yeah,
I'm not one to normally complain about officiating. You know, it's a hard job they have down there.
Sure.
That's one of the toughest jobs. You're heckled by fans. You're heckled by student sections. You're heckled by players on the court, for crying out loud. You have to deal with a lot. 23 to 2. That just feels like, you know, an unreal discrepancy.
Right.
Like, this is a statistical anomaly.
Yeah. Let's take a look at scoring by quarters. Canyon View started off the first quarter with a 26-19 lead. Carbon, 3/4 of that first quarter, they played fantastic. I think the best quarter they played all season, to be honest with you.
Oh, it was beautiful.
They were down 26-19 at the end of one. Second quarter, Canyon View outscored the Dinos 20-7 to take a 46-26 halftime lead. Third quarter, they outscored the Dinos 13-6 to take a 59-32 lead. And in the fourth quarter, they outscored the Dinos 20-5 to win the game tonight, 79-37. We'll take a look at scoring by individuals. First, for Canyon View, Atig led the way. He had 27 points. He's a good ball player.
Yeah, no, he is a spectacular talent. Like you said earlier in this post-game show, he made it look easy a lot of the game. He was doing things that, you know, you're used to seeing college players do, and on the high school level, they're really impressive to see. So, Atig, you got to give him credit. He was on fire tonight. He found his spots, and he was connecting from all of them.
Phelps Sanders had 16 points tonight. He had a good game, too. In the first half, it was all 16. He didn't score in the second half.
He did not. In that second half, he kind of took a backseat role. He wanted to distribute more to his teammates. That's a good sign of a leader on the court, you know. He helps build up the lead in the first half. After that, he really focuses on helping his teammates get on the board. And, you know, that's a very admirable quality in a player.
Trenton Ludlow comes off the bench. He has 8 tonight, along with Seth Morris, who come off the bench with 7 as well, and Asher Slack off the bench with 7 as well. So we said there were players that can put the ball in the basket, although most of the scoring is done by 2 or 3 players. There are other kids that can't put the ball in the basket as well.
You know, and that's always nice to have. You have 2 players who you can rely on consistently, but if one of them gets hurt, goes out, fouls out, you have players who can fulfill that role. Maybe not to the extent that he was able to, but you have players who can chip in and take the load off a lot of these players.
Sanders had 3, Hollows with 2, Whitaker with 2, Maine with 2, 79 points. I had them down for 8 turnovers. They take very good care of the basketball.
They do. They were very good about moving that ball, distributing it around.
Well, they get, you know, some of the free throw shooting, they get a lot of looks at the basket. They do, because they take care of the basketball.
They do.
But you're going to get more free throws when you are getting looks at the basket.
And we saw the two styles of play that they can have. They run, either a very fast-paced, break-oriented offense, but when they have to and when they're trying to just maintain a lead, they can break out into a much slower pace, work the ball around, try and get the best shot possible. So they have the best of both worlds, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
16 for 23 from the free throw line tonight for Canyon View. That's Carbon Dinos leading the way tonight. Maxwell Carlson, the leading scorer for the Dinos. He had 12. You've talked about Maxwell, how he is improving every game.
It's been so fun to watch him over the course of the season. I mean, at the start of the season, it felt like he wasn't familiar with how he wanted to move. He's a giant. Kid is very, very tall. And, that comes with a learning curve, trying to learn how to use your body. You got to go back to the simple physics. Your body is a machine, and you got to remember how to use it, especially as you get taller and taller. And with Maxwell Carlson towering over everyone, he had a bit of a learning curve to go through. But as this season has gone on, he's looked better and better, more consistent. And tonight, it really was a culmination of all this hard work he's been putting in as he comes away with 12 points.
6 in the first half, 6 in the second half for Carlson. Cannon Mortensen, 11 points in the ball game. He's averaging 12 per game. He's always going to be in that area.
Yeah, you look at Cannon Mortensen, you think consistency. This man is good for around 12 points and about 5 rebounds a night. He is a consistent figure, and that's someone that coaches like to have, someone who they can rely on, especially in a game like this.
Junior Ty Mortensen with 6 points tonight, and the junior Carter Warburton with 6 points tonight, too. He had 2 threes.
And those were good threes, too. I think it goes back to the whole team. This is a young team who's developing as the season goes on, and we're seeing flashes of what the Dinos can become. They're hitting threes, they're playing scrappy defense, they're getting out on the break, they're looking a lot better than they did. You can see, if you look at the improvement from Union to now, it's exponential. It's incredible what the Dinos and Coach Brower have been able to do. The only problem that they're running into, Sonny, is they're playing in a gauntlet of a region. There are no easy nights. Even with some of the teams in the bottom of the standings, this is just a gauntlet.
Yeah. Case Griffith had 2 points for the Carbon Dinos. Only 5 players scoring for the Carbon Dinos tonight against a really good Canyon View basketball team. Do you feel like this might be the best team we've seen so far this season?
It's between them and Richfield. Yeah. Richfield had several players who could shoot the lights out from 3. They run a different style of offense. Richfield is a lot more team-oriented. Any player on the court is a lot more liable to go off at any given time. With Canyon View, you have players who, they're probably going to chip in about 10 points per game, but you only have 2 who you can predict to go consistently for around that 20-point mark. And I think that's why Richfield has an advantage over Canyon View in my mind. They have that team that everyone can go off. Canyon View has about 2.5 players because Bubba Ludlow did an excellent job tonight.
Yeah. So turnover-wise for the Dinos, they had 20. 20 turnovers, and from the free throw line, as we said, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. So they were outscored by 17 points from the free throw line tonight as well. So Canyon View comes away with the 79-37 win. They will go to 5-1 in region play, 12-3 overall. The Dinos drop to 3-12. And 0-6 in region play. We'll come back with more Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show. We'll have some scores from around the state for you when we come back.
Imagine the sound of a basketball swishing through the net at the game buzzer. That's the sound of you scoring big with Eastern Utah Community Credit Union's Slam Dunk Savings Accounts. Just like a winning team will strategize their plays, we will help you plan your financial future with competitive interest rates and unbeatable customer support. Whether you're saving for college, a new home, or retirement, make a fast break to Eastern Utah Community Credit Union and let your savings game reach MVP status. Join our team today and start winning with your money.
Membership and eligibility required. NCUA insured. Loans approved on credit.
It's time you started working close to home. GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance is looking for experienced miners, mechanics, electricians, and surveyors to fill local jobs. Stop traveling every week and let GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance find you a job closer to home and your family. No more leaving your family every week traveling to a work site. There are good paying jobs right here close to home, and GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance can help you get started today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. Your new job close to home is waiting for you.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak KRPX 95.3 FM.
Welcome back, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union post-game show. Aiden's got some scores for us from around the state.
Starting over on our sister station, KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Moments ago, the Emory Spartans entered overtime against the North St. Pete Hawks. Right now, Wes Johansson just hit a free throw to make it 52-46 with a minute left to play in this extra frame. So Emory's up looking to bounce back right now. And looking at some other scores from around the state, South Sevier defeats Beaver 53-51. Another nail-biter right there. Juab comes away with a 10-point win over Manti 66-56. Parowan defeats Gunnison 57-39. And Richfield defeats Delta 56-39. A rocky start for the Wildcats. They bounce back and win big over the Rabbits.
So that's some scores from around the state. Once again, the final score here tonight, 79-37. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow. We will be back at Carbon High School. It will be the girls' side, the Lady Dinos. 3:30 will be the pregame show, and then the tip-off will be at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, back in Jurassic Park, Sonny. Two teams on the women's side looking for their first region win of the season. A lot of excitement coming into this game. Based on how the Dinos have been playing lately, I think they have a real chance to come away with the win tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot of excitement going on in the air. And again, pregame for that one is going to start at 3:30 with the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show with tip-off to follow at 4 p.m. Me and Sonny are going to be there bringing you live play-by-play action from Jurassic Park. As we cheer the Dinos on, we're really living up to that name, Sonny, of where the Dinos play.
Yes, and the Dino boys basketball team will be back on the 15th. They will be on the road against North St. Pete. The 17th, we come home against Juab, the number one team, I believe, in 3A right now. And then we will be back on the road against Delta, then back home against Richfield, home against Manti, on the road against Emory, home against Canyon View, and home against North St. Pete. So a lot of home games coming up here in the future for the Carbon Dinos.
Yeah, we've been road warriors, Sonny, and so have the Dinos. They've been traveling all over the state. And even with that Emory game on the road, that's a 20-minute drive to Castledale. So, you know, it really feels like another home game. And that we know, based on what happened earlier this week, that game is going to be packed.
Yeah, yes. It will be. The Dinos fall short tonight by, again, the final score of 79-37. Anything else you'd like to talk about, Aiden, before we call it an evening here from Cedar City and head on home?
You know, you're going to take lumps when you're a young team. You're going to take a lot of beatings. I mean, you look at Emory High football, for example. They had about 4 consecutive 1-9 seasons heading into a season where they finally started to develop some winning ways. It takes time. As hard as it is and as cliche as it is, Sonny, you got to trust the process. It's hard. The process sucks.
You got to have some patience.
You got to have some patience. Yes. The process is really unenjoyable.
Right.
But when you can reap the rewards of what you've been developing, there is no greater feeling in the world. And right now, Sonny, I feel Carbon is heading in the right direction.
Yep. 79-37, the final score tonight. Once again, from Canyon View, Sonny Buscarini and Aiden Mortensen bringing you the action tonight. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. Once again, the final score, 79-37. Canyon View with the win over the Carbon Dinos. Now, we will be back once again tomorrow, 3:30 pregame show. The Lady Dinos take the floor against Delta. Tip-off time will be at 4 o'clock at Carbon High School. We will be there for that. We hope you have a great evening. Go Dinos. Once again, the final score, 79-37. Canyon View with the win over the Dinos. 95-3 the Peak. This is where the Dinos play. Good night.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore